Hello. Let me give you guys a little couple seconds because you're always gonna miss the beginning. So we'll let you guys.
We can just chatter in the meantime.
In a little bit. Does anybody have any old hobbies that they used to have in their childhood?
Oh, that's a good topic of discussion.
They no longer do.
Looks like we have a couple people at least watching on YouTube already. Yes. Say hello in the comments and let us know who is here.
But yes, super excited for today. We have some fun projects to show you guys. And some cool kits you can buy.
Oh, Peggy's here.
We missed you, Peggy.
It was too quiet last Friday.
It was especially quiet
I think we had a lot of people that were super busy last week. But it is nice to see everybody popping in this week. It's going to be fun. I really loved the selection that Corian sent for the warehouse loot this month. There was a lot of options to do, and I felt like the pieces all kind of went well together.
Yeah.
I especially liked your take on it, which I think that kind of just evolved from one of the projects that you did. Did you do that spiderwebby one kind of first?
Yes, I did.
Which, love it. Oh, Peggy, don't worry about it. We don't expect you to be here every second. We just want you to know when you're missed.
Guys, you have to wait.
You don't need to apologize.
You have to wait like 30 minutes for me to be super energized. I can't have anything in my stomach yet. I took my meds and I have to wait an hour to be able to eat, and I did not take them earlier.
Oh, welcome, Janet. No, so for you guys just popping in, Ainsley's saying as a topic of discussion, what?
Do you guys have any hobbies that you used to have when you were younger that you no longer do, but there's photographic or video evidence of, depending on your age?
Oh, you know what's funny that way? It is definitely a hobby that I don't have, would be tap dancing. And my dad took VHS video of it when I was a kid, and there were two performance numbers, right? One I knew really, really well. The other one I did not know at all, and I was in the front row. And guess when he decides to zoom way in really close? And you know what it was? I did all the steps because I was looking right at the other girl's feet the whole time. So there's video evidence for sure of that, and it is funny.
I feel like I probably would have been really good at tap dancing if I took tap dancing.
Probably, yeah.
Because I was really good at character. Okay.
Yeah. What is character dancing? People probably don't know what that is.
It's like a bunch of like a collection of old European dances. So think like folk dancey kind of things. A lot of like Hungarian and various other folk kind of dances.
Oh yeah, so like European folk.
Yes. So like a lot of like on your hips, like stomping and with your feet. It's a whole thing. You have a lot of like waltz in there as well, because that's a lot of folk dances characterized by different waltzes.
So Peggy, how do you pronounce that? Aikijitsu? What's that? Is it a kind of like...
Jitsu is usually some sort of...
Jitsu, I know, it's like self-defense type thing, usually.
I've not heard of that, and I've heard of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. I think if I would have let you, you probably would have had a dozen different things, because you were always coming to me with something new every week.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do fighting. Like some sort of like kickboxing badly.
You wanted to do that when you were older, but when you were young, you wanted to do the karate or karate.
Yep. I always was interested in that type of stuff.
Yeah, so it's martial arts. Ooh, Peggy said her son took tap. It is a cool, when I was young, I didn't enjoy it. I think because it requires a lot of improvisation and I wasn't good at that. I wanted like the exact steps that I needed to do told to me. And tap is very improvisational.
Yeah.
And so it didn't like completely make sense to me.
It gives me the feeling of the jazz of the dance genres.
Yeah, it is. And I think like as an adult, watching it, I appreciate that a lot more than I did when I was young.
Yeah.
Ooh, how are you with the temperatures? Okay, if I turn the
Yeah, go
AC
ahead, turn that
on a little
on.
bit?
I always forget to, and then I'll be in here working, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like sweating, and I'll realize it way too late.
Yeah. Like, I get warm a little sooner than you do, so.
Well, I'll be sweating, and I'm like, why am I sweating? Why is this so hot?
Ooh, that sounds like my kind of martial art. She says, Aiki uses the opponent's force on them, so you don't have to be super
kind of like Brazilian
strong.
jiu-jitsu kind of
thing. Yeah, so maybe similar to that.
Similar technique there. Yeah.
So.
I want to drink by your
That's so hard. That was like me when I went to my appointment the other day. I didn't want to have any caffeine because I didn't want it to like skew the results. And so like as soon as I got home, you bet your life I was cracking it open. Which is funny because like you're a sipper and I'm a chugger. I will drink the whole thing, but it's actually better for me to do that because then it's further away from the end of the day, which when you don't want the stimulant effects. So
that makes sense.
So I guess my instincts are good, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I really wanted to also do hip hop as a kid, but we just couldn't fit it in, sadly.
Yeah. I'm like, there are other children in our family besides you, and I do need some sanity. Although I was willing to sacrifice most of it driving you guys everywhere. For the most part.
It's okay.
Ooh, that does sound fun. She said it was so fun throwing the big 250-pound guys. That sounds like it's right up Ainsley's alley, I think. Maybe that's your next thing to look at.
No, it's okay. I don't have time for that. But Randy did tell me, I was like, oh, so you're going to teach me?
Uh-huh.
He said,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I can teach you.
Wait, he's gonna teach you like b-boy stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes. I love it.
He said, are you going to do one with me? And I was like, I don't know about that. Like a competition.
Yes.
I'm like, we'll see how it goes first. Let me like learn something
I think
first.
you had enough you had enough of some of that style of dance through some of the other things that you did.
It's a lot harder for ballet dancers to do that type
Trust
of thing.
me.
That's why I'm like, let me see how it goes first.
I was at cheer camp one time, and the instructor was like, do you like dance or something? I'm like, yeah, I study ballet. And she's like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. Totally like a backhanded, like not so subtle being like, you need to be less fluid.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that is what you know how to do. Oh, good. Okay. Well, should we preview some of these really cool projects? I think we should look at what we're going to be doing and maybe like show, like do the dump of the rest of the components too.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do that.
We have some of our pieces here. Ooh, I probably should have cleaned my camera too.
It's the kind of day for a camera lens cleaning. Welcome, Janet and Lisa.
There we go. Alrighty. So we have a bunch of very beautiful pieces.
This background is not doing a
This
very
guy.
good job with the contrast today.
And this guy. And this guy. It looks good on this one, it's just not with the silver. This
Yeah.
guy. And this guy. You want to switch it out?
Yeah. I think I could just hand this to you and we can pour the other stuff on and then put some of those things back out.
Give you something more interesting.
So as you know, Corian picks out a gorgeous loot every month for the subscribers, and then sometimes we decide to take portions of that loot and make kits. So all of the focal pieces and all of the designs that we did for today were included in the loot, but if you buy the kits, you also get the chain, findings, clasps, etc., etc. Oh, cool. Sparky. These are made with a very vintage style, but kind of in a whimsical fashion, our projects for today. We certainly appreciate all of the craftsmanship that went into making all of these original toolings. Toolies, is that? I don't think that's a word. It's like toolings. Sometimes when I'm reading and talking about something else different, then it doesn't come out of my mouth right.
Alright, guys, we'll give you.
That is cool. You know, Lisa Ainsley was going to do a project like that using the twisted oval link as a bezel, but I told her no. She had enough stuff that we were demonstrating today. So, I don't know. I'm just like, preserve some of your energy.
Because I was going to do it. I was going to use a resin cap because this kind of thing likes to seep in there. And so I wanted to keep the shape.
And we didn't have any molds left here. We have to go out and buy some. You'll have to share that with us.
And then I was going to put it on this right here, which would have looked cool.
Oh, thank you, Rosie. I really like the way all the projects came out, and they felt like kind of a good lead-in to kind of the whimsical parts of the
you'll
later
be able to
year
see
season.
That. Like this piece right here. Look how cute she is. Obviously, she does not need the butterfly if you don't want butterfly, but look how cool of a project this is. It was a really fun one. And then this guy, which she hammered the edges of so you could hole punch it easily.
Yeah, we'll show you guys how to do that because you get quite a few branches.
This guy, which is an easy wrap, and you can flip it over and you still get the message. This guy, which if you have a pin, you can make it into a brooch or use it as a pendant. We just don't have any pins for you guys, unfortunately. And this guy, which is a very achievable wrap, which I will be showing you, but it will be on a much larger piece of filigree because I was not thinking.
Oh, no, I brought the one that matches the size. It just doesn't have the cutouts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll show you it. It just won't be the exact same filigree.
Yeah, it's so much easier than you might think it is.
Yeah, it's a very easy one. But that is our overview of some of the stuff.
Oh, do you? Why don't you put out the rest of what comes with it?
Friendly reminder though, like the chain is not and findings are not included. It's just all the main components. You can zoom out here.
That is totally what I thought as well, Lisa. She said it looks like a heart over a spider web, but my stash, it's leaning towards Halloween month's designs already. We are trying to be ahead of the season for you guys. We're trying to get further and further ahead of it, so by the time you get your shipments in and start making, it's very relevant for you.
This piece here will look like this.
Yeah. So when we demonstrate it,
it'll be the full thing. Yeah. I started to use it to try and do a wrap, but I did not like how it came out.
I think it looks cute. Somebody might want to do that, but you
I
can
just
show
kind of
them.
botched it a little bit.
It just means it's just not not perfectly perfect.
So many things here,
if you
guys.
got the loot, you're going to be able to repeat these designs a few times.
Yep.
Which is cool. Like you could make a few of these on the same necklace or etc.
Plus more.
Yes.
And get this whole finished pendant. Or, yeah, necklace. As well. There's so much stuff here.
Yeah. So everything that all the focal pieces that we use to make the kits, plus everything else is what, if you're subscribed to the Warehouse Loot, this is what you got. It is hands down our best deal that we have, and that is on vintageliveshop.com if you're interested in subscribing to the Warehouse Loot. Everything else that we're showing today, all of these finished kits are available at vintage.com. Yeah, isn't that fun, Lisa, the envelope necklace that you guys got? It's fun to put little messages and things in there. You can even cut out a little piece of metal and stamp to put in if you want something more permanent.
Yeah, there's so much stuff here if you couldn't tell. You'll be able to make 4 of those spiderweb necklaces if you want to.
I also thought they would be a cool pair of earrings.
2 of these. I also thought so. I wasn't sure about weight. It might be light enough though.
Well, I mean the filigree. Like you could put maybe something smaller in there versus
Like
the
these
heart.
2 pieces.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do the butterfly from it.
Right.
But I would say like a little gem is what I was thinking. Not the heart, not repeating the heart again, but doing like a small focal in there. Maybe something lighter.
Yeah, so there is
Lots of stuff, guys.
a lot of stuff. Go back to this view. Is there a project we all want to start with?
Yeah, is there one that you guys are excited to see? Thank you, Jane. We are happy
Here's my
you like the projects.
what I consider to be a failed wrap.
Yeah, it's good to show the broken, the bad pancakes too, right?
Yeah.
But I still think it's cool.
It's just not quite as precise as I would prefer.
Mm-hmm. But
Got
then
a
I was
little
like, you
wonky.
saved an extra one of those filigrees, didn't you, for the demonstration? And she was like,
Because I was
Nope.
thinking, I was like, oh, if I do this wrap, I can make some earrings out of them, and these would be really cool earrings, right? Because I still have the other half here.
And we usually have extras of things around here, but that
And I
one
thought
in
we
particular,
did. I thought we did because I knew we had this piece, which is the same but
we
a
have
much larger size.
We have this big sister filigree and the regular sister filigree to them, so we can show the technique at least.
Okay. Let me move these guys out of the way.
Ooh, Candy says, I love the whimsical web filigree necklace. Let's get into some of the easier ones, and then we'll get into because I know that one takes a lot of resin and things like that.
Yeah.
So we'll do the non-messy ones first. And when you need a break, I'll do the hammering of the branch. Ooh, the big filigree necklace is one request, and that does fit the bill, so we can show that. I must do the moth. What moth are you talking about? Are you talking about, I think she's talking about the filigree necklace, looking like a moth.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does have kind of a butterfly-ish, moth-ish appearance. Like, those are the bottom wings, and then those are the top wings. I don't know really thought about that. Maybe that's why we like it so much. That shape. I could have brought one of my older necklaces that we used to do like this. There was a half moon one.
Okay. I need to mentally figure out where the cutout part of it is.
Let's put this guy on screen too, so that, whoops, I grabbed the wrong one. So that they can kind of keep that in their brain while you're working on that. I'll just put it in the upper corner.
So you'll see this is the same size. Just this one has a little fill in here. So we're gonna start by folding this piece. It's gonna be a lot easier for you with the original piece.
And you said you do have some of those larger ones.
Yeah,
here too.
I have a larger one.
Yeah, so you can.
It might be easier to show on the larger one.
Let's just do it on that.
So we're gonna fold along this piece here diagonally.
But what I'll do is, where's this one?
I'm gonna start these little edges here.
I'll fold this other guy in half.
Start to pinch.
Because it does behave a little bit different because it's got those seams.
And then we're gonna fold here. I just like to take my two pliers to create tension. It's very easy to do this because of the two little holes there. And so you're just able to push up like so. Make that crease more. And then I'm gonna pinch here.
Okay. I also have this one folded in half so we can show the, like, putting the stone in.
And then we are folded in half at this point. All that would be left is to put the stone in. This is obviously going to be a little too big.
Ooh, maybe we should do a kit that has a larger stone. You can do that in this filigree.
But normally you just slide it in here. It's going to fit in there and it'll fit nicely, right? Obviously a little bit too big, but that you're just going to line it up into that center spot there. I'll show it to you on here. Do you need enough open space to get that tucked in there?
So again, we're just using the similar filigree because we used up our demo stack, guys. Sorry.
And I need the beadle. No, beadle. Is it over there?
Can you use the end of your plier?
No, it's not. It's too big. No, it's too big.
I don't know. Don't know what you did with it, babe.
So we're just going to try and get this lined up in the center. Normally I would just go in with my beadle because it's a really tight spot. Actually I'll just use this brush here. It's a little bit smaller-ish. And just I'll move it until I feel like it's pretty centered.
Ah, good, Glenna. I'm glad you like that. We will see if we can source a good stone size for the larger pendant. That would be cool. You still looking for that all? I don't think it's gonna appear right now.
It's on the floor right there.
Oh.
I have a feeling if it's not on the table, it has to be on the floor. Okay.
Yay for persistence.
Alright. I'm just gonna make sure that this is lined up and centered as best as possible. It's a little trickier. I have less visual cues for that. And then I'm gonna press it down, press my piece down, and then I'll go in with my pliers to do so. And then the important part that I'm gonna show you here in a second, after I get this more flattened, is the folding of the tabs. I'm just trying to get this locked in here.
So if you have any of these filigree, these are also available on the website. It will work in the same way.
Yep.
It's just a little bit less of your stone showing through.
Yep.
So it's the same basic filigree, except for one has more of a cutout.
Yep, and it's just a little bit trickier with your getting your little bead in there a little more centered.
Yes.
You have less visual, and you need to pinch down more parts.
And I think it's a little harder to get it to fold in half.
Yep. So I've done this part. I think that's pretty good. And then we're going to fold over the tabs because you'll notice we have this gap here. And so I'm just going to pinch. And I'm just going to fold over like so. And then I'm going to pinch that down. Same thing on this side.
So it's just genius, guys. So simple.
And then when we are done, and you're able to get either of these finished products with that. Ta-da! Okay.
Let's do the dragonfly next. I think it helps too if you want to put that in the corner, like we did the last one, so that they can still have like a little bit of a visual of what we're working on.
Four more minutes.
She's counting down to when she can crack open that yerba madre.
I'm just taking this link off. Ah! Bad link. And then I'm just gonna kind of loosely place my piece here about where I want it.
Oh, I need to get the colors out that we're working with today, don't I?
And I'm gonna start folding this over a bit. And I'm gonna do my other side as well. Just to get it started. And when I do this, I do my best to try and get it so it's not completely covering it.
Are you on screen? Maybe zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I was on screen
Okay.
from what I could tell.
Gotcha. I think it was just 1 second, but just happened to be when I looked down. Silly, right?
Fold that over. double check on this side what this is looking like. See if I still like that placement. So I can fold this other one over. Pinch. And then I'm going to fold this guy up. And then we'll go in with the other wings. And Kathy, you could cut it open. You might as well not, since we already have the piece that was like that. But you're just gonna have to deal with a little bit of, the seams won't be exactly the same, and you'll have to do a lot of filing.
Is she talking about the filigree?
Yes.
Yeah, it comes, the open version is what you get, and it is available on our website. So you can get it all, it will already be done for you.
Just fold this guy over. And last but not least, this guy.
Yeah, it's a really great piece to wrap with for sure.
And then we have this cute little side and this side. It's a really easy wrap.
Yeah, and so
How was my accuracy, guys? Pretty dang good.
I think you got it pretty spot on. So here's the thing, right? It's gonna come with this finish already applied, which is like a green opal with a little bit other green in there. But guess what I did to make that beautiful effect? One color, that's it. Just put a tiny bit of it, just so what I would do is just squeeze a tiny bit on the top and then just kind of dab it in, and then it just does all the work for you.
Shake it.
You want me to?
Yeah, whole poke.
Shake, 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 shake. I don't know if I, oh, there is one. I don't know if you trust me to unclog this. Remember what happened the other week?
Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Little,
I just need a small brush.
paper towelish. Or a little detail brush.
That is not the brush that I
Oh,
want.
hey Wendy, thanks for joining us.
Where is...
Okay, so I told Ainsley, how long have we been using this dragonfly? And I've never wrapped it around a spoon, ever. Never, ever, ever. It just shows you there's still more uses and more ways that you can use your supplies creatively. Are you split screen?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
What
It's
are
just
you
my
talking
YouTube.
about?
My YouTube was behind. It had paused. I always like to check comments on both streams. Thank you, Sparky. Yeah, it is so much fun. You have a lot of fun every week. We need some more water in here.
There's like this much water in the bottom
You
of that,
guys, we abuse our brushes. Sorry, look at that. Look at how much is left in there. I better go refill it. I'm feeling in a compliant mood today, so I will go put some water in here.
I'm about to crack open my yearbook, guys.
Ooh. But yeah, so Sparky said it's cool that you make all those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not hard to do. So, it's definitely learnable. Ta-da! Guys, I have some internet trolls. Not here. Of course, you guys are amazing. Somebody told me that my nails are trash and that I'm chopped.
Okay, so it's darned if you do, darned if you don't though, because on my tutorial videos, we do some with Ainsley's hands, some with my hands sometimes, and on mine, they're like, clean your fingernails, your hands are so gross, basically. And then on Ainsley's, sometimes they're like, stupid nails. Like they're getting in the way. And I'm like, you just do you, people. Just be happy to exist.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. uh,
But yeah, apparently my nails are trash, but I don't care. They're my favorite nails I've ever gotten done.
I
So
love them.
they're definitely my favorite.
I was just showing someone a little clip from one of these to show like how cool and expressive you are with what you do with your fingernails. All right, so what's up next?
Item number for flower filigree, please. Somebody's asking.
Oh, yeah, I'll look that up.
Because I couldn't find that on the website or the
Yeah.
warehouse, so.
I know that I found it's, yeah, I know that, and we will be updating the kit lists.
Yeah.
But I will find that for you, Candy.
Which tutorial are we doing next?
Okay, so we could do, so we need to do the branch. That's another non-messy one. Let's do your branch, and then I'll do mine.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do the wire.
Yeah, basically what I said, I was like, thanks for your engagement, heart.
That's
love
right,
rich
right? It is, let's see, item number F310.
Okay, so I'm going to do 24 gauge wire, and we're going to just start wrapping this around with no rhyme or reason. It's going to be a messy wrap, so that's why I say that it's not supposed to be super uniform or anything like that.
I think your messy wraps are as good as my normal, like, I'm trying to be non-messy wraps.
Got that
Okay.
started there.
Okay. So yeah, the number here.
I'm just going to keep going around and around. Let me get this guy out of the way.
Yes, Peggy said the We Do Not Care group is fantastic for getting over trolls. And we were talking about, I said, little do they know that you are so, like, you're so
I'm very
self-assured.
self-assured about
Yeah.
myself.
That they're just not gonna...
There's nothing any random person on the internet could say to make me feel bad about myself, because I just simply do not know them, so I simply do not care about their opinion.
Okay. Ooh, that sounds like a great day, Janet. She said great kayaking this morning.
Ooh.
And now vintage. I am great this morning on this beautiful day.
Give me 1 second. I did not pull tight enough when I did this the first time. So. Make sure this is nice and grasped.
Okay, so we were having this conversation on the live the other day about feeling old. Well, what age do you feel old? And Corian said she thinks it'll be at 30 for her. And I said it was when I was 25.
Oh, I don't feel that old.
Yeah. I don't think you ever will.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel old. To be honest, I don't care. But also, I know I look young. I went to TJ Maxx the other day, and she's like, oh, do you
Are
have
you
the...
showing the
Oh, what the?
you might need to
When
start
did
over.
when did I switch that?
I don't know, but I think you need to start over.
Yeah.
Just
we'll do
grab it another branch. We're having too fun, like, talking to you guys that
that. I'm me
me getting distracted. There's an empty one there. Here, hand that to me. There's an empty one right there. And I'll just take this apart for doing my tutorial later.
All right, we'll restart that. My bad. I don't even remember switching it back to that.
Yeah, it could have just, like, been a bumpty bump thing. Whatever.
All right, we'll restart this. Hold this down and get this started. Hold it tight. Get it a couple rounds. I am leaving an edge to make my life easier later. So that is intentional.
Aw, Corey, you're so sweet. Did you see what she said?
Ainsley will always look like a doll. I don't think her skin could ever wrinkle. It's too good. Thank you. Oh yeah, anyway, yeah, this girl, she's like, oh, do you want to like, she's like, do you have the TJ card? Looking at me a little sussly when she said that, and I was like, no, I don't. She's like, oh, how old are you? She's like, are you 18? Because you have to, be 18 to sign up for anything like that. And I was like, oh no, I'm way older than 18. And she's like, oh, do you want to sign up for the card? And I was like, no, thank you. And she's like, oh, but like, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? And I was like, oh, I'm 25. And she's like, 25? What? She's like, I thought you were for sure younger than me. I have no idea how old she is, so I don't know where that's coming from, like the context of that. She's like, I thought you were for sure younger than me. She's like, that's good though. That's good. She's like, you're gonna look so young when you're 50. It'll be a good thing. And yeah, it was pretty funny to me. So obviously I'm just keeping on wrapping on my little guy. And then I'm gonna do my loops. I'm gonna start with the bottom one. And I do take my round nose for this part. I just find it easier to do this. I'm just gonna hold the wire. I'm gonna get this a little bit more in. I'm gonna hold my wire. Gonna do my little loop. And then I'm going to hold this. And then I'm gonna start pulling it up and around, and then it's going to go through the loop again, like so. Pull it forward, and I'm going to pinch that down and tuck that end in. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing in a second here.
Make sure you're kind of at times going off the top of the screen.
Can do the same exact process. Do my little loop here. I'm actually going to tuck this one in so that it sits right. So I'm just going to thread this through because I'm not liking how it's going to sit if I don't do that.
Check.
It's on every time I'm checking. So we got that threaded through. Start putting that up the other side. Pull the wire through here again.
What's kind of fun about this, I think, is that it gives it kind of like a bird nest feel to it.
Yeah.
To have like a lot of wire, because you could do it with a thicker wire and less revolutions, but then you wouldn't get that like branchy, twiggy kind of feel.
Yep. And then you just clip that, pinch that in. And you're done. Like so. And you just repeat that with the other side as well. You know, you can do more or less wire. I just freehand this. because I don't think it matters if it's exactly the same because it's handmade.
Yeah. Do you want me to do this one now, or do you want to do...
You can do that one right now if you want to.
Do we have any more of those crystals? I realized that I didn't bring one to be able to show that technique.
We should have at least one of those kinds here.
Like, if I could do both of those things. Okay, so I'm so glad, hey guys, that Corinne included a lot of these branches so that we could show you all the cool ways that you can use them. And I know she showed you guys in a warehouse sale how to use the screw down hole punch to add holes, but you guys know me, I'm supremely lazy and love to find the shortcuts, and I want to be able to use my hole punch pliers to be able to punch through. So we're gonna make a suitable area to punch these. And here's my example here. Let me get this out so I can see it. So you can see here how we flattened each of the ends to make it punchable because it is very thick. I'm just going to lay this to the side so that I'm matching what the photo did. We're leaving the sound on for you, Peggy. And here's the hammering. So do not be afraid to use excessive force on your branch because it's a thick piece. It's going to need some. Okay, so I can kind of tell the way this is mushrooming out that is that's enough hammering. If you get a little bit of a funny shape to it, you can always take your file, which has got to be around here somewhere, right? I know I saw it when we were looking for the, do you see the file? I know I saw it when we were looking for, it might be over like near where I was sitting. I know I saw it like a second ago. I'll come back to that.
It's right here.
Oh, it's hiding behind the heat tool. Okay, so if I want to smooth that out, I can just file this edge here. If you get a little bit more distortion than what you want. And then it's plenty thin enough to be able to use your hole punch pliers. I just started doing this trick recently in some of my own finished jewelry designs. And look at that. And same thing with the other side. You get kind of a feel for, by looking at it, how thin it's getting. This is maybe still a little thick, but you could also measure it and see what gauge it is. Did you find one of those? Yes, you did. It's right in front of me. And now, there you have it. Now you've got your branch as a connector. So a little bit of hammering, and I think, to me, I feel like this is a lot easier than using the hole punch, the screw down hole punch, because it likes to walk. It likes to walk off of, and even if you want to use that, you could maybe just get your surface a little flatter, and then you wouldn't have to hammer it as much, but then the drill will grip a little bit more. Okay, so we have one more demo piece here, and that is this kind of fun drop. We went with that kind of cottagey, whimsical feel for all of the wire wraps for today. So I wanted to kind of emulate that same feeling that Ainsley had done in her piece on this drop. And where's the wire?
That
boundaries this far?
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't quite what you're, it's not quite the same,
Because
but
we don't have the
because it's
any of
not
ours.
here. Oh, I need to get we need to get some in.
Yeah. Because it was out.
Okay. All right.
They restocked that recently.
Gotcha. I have some at my home studio. All right, so we're just gonna put, if I can remember how to, yep. Okay, generous amount of wire. And then I just have it kind of folded up in half. And we'll get this top loop done. And I'm gonna wrap this, keep this all the way around, keep this tail inside here. Shape that up. We'll get the loop around the size we want it. This is a little bit big still, so I'm gonna mess with that until I like the size of the loop, which I'm happy with that. So I will hold this down here. And I'm gonna wrap this all the way down and around the crystal. Keep going down. So you will use quite a bit of wire to do this technique. Concentrating. And then I just tuck this tail up a bit because we're gonna again come down with this other piece. So it will end up being covered up. So we're just gonna get this kind of tucked in there so that when we come down with the other piece of wire, it's gonna cover it. So again, I'll hold on to this loop. It's a good sturdy place to hold it. And then come down with this second one. And you can get as like bird nesty as you want. You can keep it as neat as you want. Really, there's no wrong way to do it. So if you're getting the kit, this will be natural brass colored wire. This one's a little bit less. And then we'll just get to a good place to be able to tuck this in. We'll clip it off. So I went kind of bird nesty with this one. As you can see with that first wrap, I kept it really tight. So really either way, depending on your design preference. And then we'll just tuck that little bit in so that it doesn't catch on anything. And there you go. So here's the one I did. I think I used just a little less wire on this original one than I did on this one. Then you get that kind of natural variance. But that's it. Are you ready for your next one? What is next? We're motoring through these. I think, okay, this is like an original design that Wendy and I used to do. And I told Ainsley, I was like, oh, I saw the lute and I said, oh, you need to do this wrap. Because I was pretty sure that the stones that Corian sent us would fit exactly. And I said, well, where are you with it? And she said, oh, it's pretty good. I'm just gluing the ends. And I was like, oh, just flip these tabs up and then it's like perfectly sealed in there. So, fun group of projects today. I am thinking we need to do this one next because it is my favorite of the day. Okay.
Alrighty, guys. mat.
Yes. You need a... She's got to stretch for this one, guys.
I'm just preparing for my back to hurt. I'm gonna prep the pieces if you can just clean that slightly.
Sure.
So let me lay this here so you guys get a visual. I do clip this. So we do just clip this ring off, like so. I don't know if that was on camera. I think it might have been a little up. I'll redo it. We have plenty of heart here. Let me make sure I'm low enough on the screen. I can see it on my phone, but you guys might not be able to see that. So I'm just going to clip like so. Really easy to do. Then we're just going to file. Get this nice and smoothed out. So, like that. Then we have a nice prepped piece. And you can start to get this piece prepped. I do use tape once. So let me get my tape out. I'm only going to use it for my heart. And we're not going to use it for any of the other ones. This is like, the heart is like the biggest gap. And so I just did it for this one because I was worried about it. The rest of them, we're just going to drop it in there. And you'll see what I mean in a second. As I get this.
You're probably using kind of some of the surface tension to hold it,
Yep,
right?
that's exactly what I'm doing. And I just wasn't sure if that was going to work with that size.
Yeah.
Like the other ones that are larger are like pretty close together. So we're going to take a small little square here. What?
Okay, so I cleaned off the one side, and then I accidentally set the mat down in the stuff I had cleaned off.
And I'm just going to tape this down. I actually really love using the back of this file or my B-doll to just really press it in there so it's like nice and sealed.
Like a burnishing tool, huh?
Yeah. And so I'll just like really press that in there. You can start to see the little outline of it there.
Peggy's wondering what's on your thumbnail.
Which one?
I don't know. Maybe show both. Maybe there's a word on there.
I have 7s on one of my thumbnails. If you're gonna ask if there's any meaning to that, there's not. I saw it on
7?
It was on an inspiration picture, and I liked the way it looked, and so we have 7s. And she was like, "I'm really grateful that they're 7s because 7s are way easier than other numbers." And then we were talking about which number would be hard to do, and I was like, 5s would probably be the worst.
Oh yeah.
And 8s would be second because that's just so many crystals. And then there's this one, which are supposed to be like little pins and a little button, flower button. And this is my melody from Sanrio. So, of course, it's from Sanrio. If you guys couldn't tell, I like it for some reason. I just really love cute, whimsical things. Resin. Here it is. Hiding from me.
I know, all the stuff is hiding behind. And it's actually not super messy in here right now. It's just you set something down and something else will
Add a little
hide
bit
behind
of
it.
resin to my mat. Really make sure this is pushed down. I don't want it to spill out. And then I'm going to take one of my brushes. I have a specific brush I want to use, and I might just have to find it underneath.
Are you using like a little?
No, silicone.
You got
silicone.
using a silicone brush.
Yeah, like a pointed
Which one
one.
were you looking for?
It's a pointed one.
Okay.
I saw it earlier. Here we go.
It's under the heat tool again.
Yeah, stuff
It's
like
being sneaky today.
Okay. And then I'm just going to fill this guy. Pick it up here. Drop it in here. Like so. And then we just clean this really quickly. Like so. Glad it's not 666. What's wrong with 666?
It's like the mark of the beast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's like some sort of like symbolism there. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
We didn't really like, some people are very, very aware and obsessed with negative iconography. It's nothing that your dad and I ever really like worried ourselves with, so that's probably why you've never heard of it. I'm gonna borrow this.
Cat is cutting. But yeah, does anybody miss their old hobbies that they used to do?
I do. I would love to be healthy enough to do my old hobbies again.
Tap dancing?
Why not? I'm like way less high strung than I used to be when I was a kid. It's funny because usually you get like more uptight when you're older, and I'm like the opposite.
I'm gonna make sure this is cured on this side because this is where it's gonna be less cured, and I don't want it to like stick on my fingers. So I'm just gonna hit this for like 15 seconds to make sure it's really nice and cured there.
Lynn thought they were L's, so I'm wondering what you thought the L standed for. Is it like one of these? You know what this means, right?
Yeah,
You're
whatever, major loser.
Yeah, you're old enough to know what that is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, that guy is done. Pull off that little bit of resin off my brush, and now we're just gonna use the tension.
You don't miss it? What if your knees were not like, not a problem? You probably would still want to do it, right, Peggy? What do you think?
Engage into notification.
Engage in being able to see very tiny details.
All right, now we're gonna start dropping this in there. And we're going to go in through each one of these the best that we can.
Do any of the Hello Kitty's characters have an L? Start with an L?
There's so many that I can guarantee there is
probably.
One. Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool. What kind of glass did you work with, Lynn? I used to do stained glass and stained glass mosaic. I more miss the mosaic than I do the regular stained glass because it's a lot of soldering. And
stained glass will earn you a pretty penny these days, though.
yeah, it will. But I mean, I think mosaic will actually come back to my practice because I'm going to do some stuff for the house in it. So if you know how to cut and shape glass, it's very useful for that purpose.
As you guys can tell, I'm in my optimization mode where I'm just bloop, 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 bloop.
You know what I miss is being able to just like run full bore down a hill from when I was a kid. That was so much fun. Where you're almost like going faster than your legs can move.
Yeah, I did that on my camping trip. because I just didn't want to walk down the steep hill. So you just started like...
Did you trip?
No.
Awesome.
I like leaned myself back and like...
Who... Remember when we went to Warren Dunes and like everybody wiped out running down the sand dune?
Well, it's sand.
It's sand, so it's like not like...
You don't really... And it doesn't hurt either.
You were used to running down the grass hills and being sure-footed, but like... Sand is a different story, right?
Yep.
Or climbing trees.
I still climb trees.
I know you
I
do.
haven't done
You're
it in
young.
a minute, but yeah, though.
You're in practice very young.
Add a little bit more resin to my matière.
Maybe if all my tests go well and they can help me out, maybe I'll get back to climbing trees.
I think that would be kind of funny to see. I think nobody would expect to see a middle-aged woman in a tree.
I would definitely do it. Lynn said
even I, one time I was on the trail, like in that tree. Some old lady didn't notice I was there, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" She's like, "I didn't see you there." I was like, "Oh no!" And then she's like, "You're like a little elf in the tree."
Oh, that's funny.
So cute.
So Lynn said she used to do fused glass, and her friend owns Fusion's glass studio in Eagle.
Oh, we've been there. She's super
cool.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. When I first moved up to Eagle, we wanted to see what was here. And she's super nice. The stuff's in there super cool. Her classes are cool that she had. That's when you were thinking about doing like more glass full time.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. I still want to do it, but
probably more of like a hobby-ish thing.
Yeah.
So fun.
So there's a couple holes there. And then we're just going to go through, because it's impossible to, like, with any of the tools that I have, to not get a little bit on the metal. You try and keep it as far away as you can, but we just go through and we clean up some of the little oopsies.
So don't plan on being perfect. Just
try not
and
to get
it
don't worry if you aren't perfect either. It's likely inevitable. If I can't even do it, don't make yourself feel like you have to be able to.
Oh no, Siren. I'm so glad that it all turned out, your heart surgery turned out well. Mm-mm. It's funny how numbers can show up in your lives different ways, right? Different times. Like I've had kind of repetition in addresses sometimes.
Hey, I've been seeing 111 all the time.
Really?
All the time lately.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was just walking past a house the other day and I noticed the address was 1001, which was my phone number growing up. The last 4 digits. And then one of our phone numbers showed up on a key, the Chicago key that we had cast.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh my gosh. And it was one that I didn't use anymore, so it was not like, okay, this is too weird. Right? Plus you need to know the rest of the numbers, but...
Yeah. Looks like I'm missing a little bit right in here.
Oh, definitely. So sounds Janet also has worked in glass. She's made several stained glass windows and mosaic glass jewelry. Has anybody done like the traditional mosaic where you inset it in mortar? That's kind of what what I'm going to be doing some projects for my house that way.
Do this.
Thanks for joining us when you can, Jean.
I'll make you not look at that dirty
the top of the thing. I have dropped mine one too many times at home, and now like you have to hold the cord a certain way to get it to turn on. It's like, dang it. I might just have to go. They're only like $30, right?
Yeah, they're pretty
I just
expensive.
might have to buy another one. Yeah, it is fun. What is funny is I did a fireplace in my house, did the whole thing, and decided I didn't like the color of the background tiles, so I ended up painting them. Our paints would work a whole lot better on that than the paints that I used, though, because they didn't have very good glass adhesion. Mm-hmm. So, like, I think that if you were going to do that, they would be a really good candidate to spice up your mosaic. Or if you wanted to just, like, change one little, like, color thing, you could put, like, some of our glazes on top, and that would be cool. As long as you're not washing it.
Yeah.
Because it won't, like, be permanent to glass forever unless it's got some... Oh, those are cool, too. Mosaics with old broken dishes are cool, too.
Alrighty. Let me look at this.
Grottos are also a fun thing.
I need to look at this up close for a couple seconds so I can see which ones I need to fix, where I'm missing some stuff, because you will. There. Okay. It will move to the sides inevitably, mm-hmm. and you'll have to do a little quickery here. Fill in a couple of those spaces.
This is a great like challenge piece for if you want to do that stained glass look on
you could totally paint
filigree.
It differently than I did and use different colors and make it look totally different.
But I think because of the fact that it is a curved piece, it's a little bit more of a challenge. Right?
Yeah. Fix that one. Fix this one. This one here.
After you finish with that, what do we just need to go through, like the construction? Is that it? Oh, maybe the paint, the other color, paint colors, charms.
Okay. Clean this up a little bit.
Thank you, Lisa. Good luck at your appointment. I have a fun one coming up this next week. Told Ainsley she has to come with me in case I get woozy afterwards, but it's like a stress test. So I don't know if they're going to put me on a tilt table or what the heck they're going to do, but... So good luck and wish me luck. Oh, cute. Lisa says, by the way, the name for the dragonfly over the spoon is the Little Dipper, a nod to both the spoon and insect. Cute. I think that's kind of like an underrated thing that we do as designers that other people take for granted. It takes a lot of creative energy, is naming things.
Yep.
And so, like, even if I use, like, a language model to help me generate ideas, I never take one that's just been used because I don't like it well enough.
Yeah, and usually it's not going to give you something that you like, but it will give you more words to work with.
It's a good thesaurus, I think.
I agree.
I'm very picky about what I name things. I'll go, no. Oh, maybe one of those words I could use.
Let me double check this. Do we have any gaps? Ainsley? No, we do not. Okay, you guys get to choose. Do you want me to show you exactly how I did it this way, or should we improv and do a different way?
I think you should do stained glass.
Yeah, because this, all you have to do is you'll paint the heart on the front. You'll just mix black and crimson red to get a nice deep red. And then you'll do that, dry it, paint over the red with resin. And then you'll flip your piece over. You'll fill the entire black with black. So all black. Completely paint it over, dry it. And then you'll fill this with resin. So you'll see what I mean by that.
Yeah.
It's painted, and then it was filled, and then I just glued it, and then I filled this with resin more just to make sure it's nice and secure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to give me a stress test or they're more like measuring vitals and things when you're in different positions and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit more like not just exertion, but like all of the different things.
So I'm going to use red, yellow, and blue.
Oh, wait, no, you got to use the ones from the set, babe.
But I don't
for today.
want to. I don't even know which ones are the set.
Well, if you move the yellow, it's all of those I laid out there for you. It's all of our colors from today. And if you take the red and the blue-violet color shift, it makes that gorgeous purple. Like you have on your butterfly down there. She's like, no, I must do it the other way.
Ruining my plans. I was going to go super classical. And now I don't get to.
Nope. Oh, so sad. Challenging you to expand
it's
your
not
horizons.
A challenge. It's just like not going to be as cool to me. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I love the idea of using it as, like, you need me to open this?
Yeah, it's not going.
Okay. Ouch. Don't do that, guys. I haven't done that one yet. If you're using a bit of wire, put the sharp end down so it doesn't impale your finger.
Ooh.
Yeah, it went through like underneath the first layer. You know how like when you're a kid you put a pin underneath your skin?
Yeah.
Did that. Do you want to use like the teensiest detail brush for
I'm
that?
just gonna
or
use
the silicone brush.
the silicone brush, because otherwise the paint's gonna get absorbed.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not the goal. Just keeping adding blue until I get nice.
So you wanted to get it like really saturated purple?
Yeah, because that red is always super pigmented, as you guys all know. There we go.
Ainsley has become very adept at, oh, that's like making a gorgeous, like, magical fuchsia color.
Yeah, it does start off in the fuchsias.
Ooh, wait. Okay, this is the challenge I'm going to give you. For each
I
of the
already
sections,
mixed it.
For each of the sections, let's do like a mix between the blue-violet color shift and the base color. That might be cool. She's become very, very good at not getting, what I was starting to say is not getting it on your fingernails.
Yeah. I'm also
I'm not so
putting
good
this
at that.
little red tiny drop here, this little drop here. This is very pigmented, and I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to be like too pigmented. I still want to get more of that glass feel. So I'm just going to pre-mix this so that it isn't...
Is that so you get like more of like the light showing through?
Yes, yeah. And I just don't trust the red that much with it.
You're like, it is opaque, even though this is the glaze.
Yeah, even though it's like, the glaze, it is a very strong
pigmented
color.
Yeah.
So this is my attempt to help us out on that. And
So you mix a little bit of it with the resin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to start adding that in there. It gives it kind of more of a jelly look, honestly.
Yeah. Now you're making me want a jelly donut, but only one bite. Because that's all I could do.
Krispy Kreme. I haven't had a donut in so long.
I know, right?
Sorry, guys. He's running away from me.
You're kind of, yeah. It's kind of hard to
I already adjusted it.
Off the top, right?
And look how beautiful. Love that. Okay, I'm going to just put this on a couple more places. We're going to go over here.
So if you wanted to do, like in the loop, several of these hearts came with. You could also do these as individual charms.
Yeah, these could be expensive charms that you sold too.
A pair of earrings too, or just like it's the necklace itself is just one of these. If you left the loop on the top. Welcome, Elizabeth.
I'm just gonna clean this side up a little bit.
Thank you, Siren. Yeah, I hope we get some answers this next week. That'd be good.
I'm gonna add it right in here as well.
Do you ever read like after visit summaries?
Oh yeah,
doctor appointment.
It's low key entertaining.
So I read mine and it said, an extremely pleasant 49-year-old.
Extremely pleasant. It's really funny.
I'm like, that's funny. And they probably have to document your disposition, right?
Yeah.
Like, are you irritated?
They have to use very specific verbiage. I didn't get to the part where I learned that for my thing, but it was also the same way with EMT. You have to have there's certain lingo.
Right? There's probably things that they use to describe, like, oh, they're depressed, or like they have these other things going on. But I just thought it was funny.
I'm really happy with how that like kind of jellyish looked. So I'm gonna do another dot here.
For your other colors.
Yeah. And I'm going to add them. I'm going to go in with this color I mixed. And start mixing that together.
Yes, Jean, you are welcome. I think it is fun to do both, right? For those Loot subscribers who want to remake and make multiples. And I love that Corian's been including multiples of the same thing, because that means that you can make something, list it, and then sell it more than once. Like make a design repeatable, which is great.
Adding this gorgeous purple color.
Well, Wendy, I don't know. Being extremely pleasant to your siblings, that is a talent. I just saw this meme the other day, or it was a reel, where they were like, it's a dad and his couple sons, and they do a lot of like social media content.
Yeah.
Joke kind of things, and then it was like when you get the last hit in before your parents come and break it up. And he was like standing behind the dad and doing like the loser sign and like, and the other kid's just like pouting and like you get the last, the last dig in. Wendy, I think there's at least one person that's doing Whatnot. One other. But the stuff, I mean, Mackie, I don't even know. She's got like a super design superpower or something.
Yes.
The amount of stuff that girl can put out, I'm just like in awe. No, my mode is doing repeatable designs so that I can make them again and not have to expend as much energy.
Alright, I like those placements. Do another one over here. Mix that in.
Are you gonna do some of the green with it?
I will in a second, yeah.
It's just such a pretty color combination.
And then I'm gonna start going
This
in.
set of colors.
Here.
Oh, that's so sweet, Lynn. She said she tries to watch every one of Mackie's shows.
I wish I had that amount of time. I would like to be able to do that. Who lives here?
Hmm?
Out of the ladies who lives here?
Lynn.
One does?
Yeah.
Did
So
you go
she
to the
got to
fair?
know.
Did you go to the fair yet? I'm probably going on Sunday. Okay.
Is it the one with the rides and stuff?
Yeah. The yearly one.
Are you guys roller coaster fans?
This is looking
Or
so
carnival
good.
fans? It is so good.
All right.
This one,
That's one we
are
have
getting
to,
low
we have
on
to
this
like
color.
go through and like look at all our colors so we can order.
I'm placing a HQ order this week, and I already have a couple of colors in my cart, but this is definitely going to be one of them. And our ultimate paints, because those were like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, they're very old. Some of them are still fine though, which is impressive to be honest.
I know, right?
Alrighty.
You guys are getting like the whole like kit experience rolled into like a masterclass level worth of education right here. But
Last
wow.
but not least.
Okay, I'm glad you decided to do the stained glass version of this, because come on, you guys.
Now you guys just have to sign up for the loop because you don't want to miss out on these.
Well, I think they already have these.
Mm-hmm. And you can just stock up. We have these on the website.
Yeah.
These hearts. This is such a fun project.
Oh, it does. I can see how it could look a little southwestern with these colors.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that too. I'll clean this up in a second.
If you have a hard time with like controlling how much product you get in there, you can also pick it up with like a head pin or something and do less product at
I think
a
that's
time.
actually what I might have done.
Yeah.
I think I originally used a head pin.
Yeah. I mean, you've got excellent control, so you're making it look easy, but if you are one of those people where like maybe you are a little shakier or it's a little harder for you, then I would definitely suggest that.
Okay. We're gonna clean up that one. Those are the hardest ones in this. Is those little areas.
You know what we need to get you is like a little, like some Q-tips, because they're great for this type of purpose.
Yeah,
Like the
I
ones
was
that have
thinking that.
the ones that have the point, make them that have those little super pointed ends too. And they're really good for this.
Just cleaning up some of those spots that are a little more messy. And I'll go back in just a little bit right there. Because those curves are a little more difficult to get done right. There we go. Now we get to cure.
And stretch.
I don't really get stressed out during live, but that was
a little stressful.
A little stressful. I will admit, a little bit stressful.
You're doing it on camera, right?
Especially because I've never done it before.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that what I'll do is I will swap places with you, and I will show the 2 different butterflies, which use the rest of the colors.
Yeah. But I'm still working on this. But yeah, once I'm done.
Once you're done, yeah. I'm just giving you plan ahead. Oh, that's awesome, Jean. She said she's making about $1,000 a month on Depop. It's so fun to see everybody find their favorite channels and find success. We love it.
I still need to start mine, guys. I've been so tired.
We have today, all the kits are pretty darn reasonable. They're like, I think the most expensive one might be like $26. And then if you buy all of them in the bundle, you save an additional 20%. And then if you're a Backstage Pass subscriber, you save your discount on top of that. So, great deals today, great designs, just fun, whimsical inspiration.
Just friendly reminder though, anytime we do mix our paints, we need to cure longer.
Yes.
So don't be like, okay, my normal 60 seconds is going to cut it.
Yeah.
The paints will slow down the curing process, so make sure you really...
Yeah, just keep it under the UV light longer than you think you need to, right?
Otherwise you might have it messed up. We don't want that.
While that's curing, you want to move your phone over and go through maybe some of the construction of the pieces, or you don't even have to move it over. You can just maybe hold the pieces under there and show this is what we put together to do the rest of it type thing. There's lots of fun little details, I think.
Okay, guys. This one is just simply hooked in with some jump rings. Very easy to finish out. This one, she showed her little hammering and hole punch stuff. You use the oval jump rings to put these guys on here, 2 GR20s to hook into that little wrapped up crystal drop, and then you finish this out normally with your chain and ends. This brooch, I showed you the wire wrap technique. You're simply going to hook in with a larger edge jump ring here. 2 jump rings, a little tiny bit of chain, jump rings, really simple. And then if you wanted to make it into a brooch, you just probably filled this with resin and set a brooch pin into there, or however you want to go about that. You could probably glue it too.
And Elizabeth, these kits are available on vintage.com. There should be a link right up near the top that will take you to the kits.
And then this one, I showed you most of the process for. We'll go over the rest of it, but simply 1, 2, 3, and then another one through to get that to hang right. 2 jump rings up here, and then this is just threaded through those jump rings, and you have a normal end there.
So on this piece that you just showed,
Mm-hmm.
we figured they could either hang it as a pendant,
Yeah,
or
I said that.
put a pin back on it.
Yep.
Right? So I would, if you were going to put the pin back on, what would you do to glue
already
that?
said that.
Wait, did I miss that whole thing?
I said I would fill it with resin.
Oh, that's
and
smart.
I would set the pin in the resin.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
smart. Yes. You guys, I get so
She
engrossed in reading your comments that
she does this to me every time, and I've always said what it was, what I would do first.
You guys get to hear it twice. Then just means we're both thinking of the same things that we need to address.
And then this one, we have like a little triple jump ring action going with this bead here, which is wrapped. And then I showed you guys this. Just some jump rings through. This is just threaded through and finished out normally. Move this here so you're not going through.
It'll just save us some time in the long run, right? How did you do? Is it cured?
And we will see in a second. Let me.
If you like touch it with,
I'm gonna use my silicone brush. Yeah, it seems to be cured.
is it pretty hard?
Yeah, nothing's coming up. Alright.
All right. And then after I'm done with something like this,
Look at this, guys.
she's gonna show that in a second, Candy.
Amazing.
The attaching part.
All right. So, oh, it's so cute from the back too. Look at that.
Yeah, so that could be just, you could just wear that as a charm if you leave the loop on.
Loop on, yeah. We do go in the back, and we're just gonna fill this all with resin. Create a nice surface here. I'm gonna keep this clear this time because obvious reasons. We want the light to be able to shine through nicely.
I think you're creating a demand for these heart saints.
And then that's nice and filled.
So you're just looking at it at an angle to make sure it's level
Yes.
with it.
Because I can't
Yeah.
tell from above where
Mhm.
it's sitting. And so I'm like this because I can see where the edges are. But from straight above, because of the way the lighting is, I can't
Yeah.
tell exactly where it's at.
I do that all the time when I'm making the handmade resin cabs. If I'm making a pair, I will look at it in an angle to see if it's domed
Yep.
the same height. So it's something that you can't really see on camera, that process, but it's important to the process.
This one you definitely need to cure longer because it is a lot of resin.
Yeah.
So if
It's
it's a
a
small
it's
amount of
deep.
resin, the less.
Yeah.
If
It's
it's
more
a thicker
like-
amount, then you need more.
When you do a cabochon, right?
Yep.
I'm wondering, is it a long enough cure time that we want to do something in between, or it's short enough?
I
It'll
mean,
take
we
just
have
like a
66
minute.
seconds left.
Yeah,
so.
it's not long enough to show another technique, I don't think. You could start putting some of this stuff on, though. You know what I meant to put, like, I meant to bring a pin so that we could attach this to you because it's so cute.
I can just hold it up so they can get the idea.
You could do like a try on, right, of some of the stuff while we're waiting. It's so cute. I think like on a blazer or even on like a
Mhm.
bag it would be cute as well. Or even like, well, I don't know. It has too many danglies to be a hair accessory. But I think...
I think it would be cute as
But
a
that
hair
would be
accessory.
cute, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I like that actually. I would wear that for sure.
Maybe you'll end up putting a barrette on that instead.
Yeah, I would
There's
like
just
that.
lots of things you can do.
There's that. Detangle. Our super cute spooky heart. Ta-da!
probably leave that guy on while you're.
Yeah, I like this on with my outfit. I think
it looks
it's cute.
good with the other jewelry that you're wearing today.
Okay. Back to business here. Now we have this guy nice and cured. And we're just gonna simply add some glue here. Technically, you could finish your process here with the glue. I just am a little paranoid because this is a little bit more domed of a piece that it could get caught, which is why I go extra and add in the resin to make sure it's definitely not going anywhere. So I'm just
step
daubing
one, get
glue.
it attached, then go in and reinforce.
Yep. And I'm just adding it in kind of areas that I think it's gonna touch.
Is there a particular place that you want it to be lining up with?
Yep. And I'll show that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is just gonna go straight on, and you're gonna line it up to be centered. And you're going to notice the bottom of the heart and the middle of the heart. So the little point should go here, and the little top should go there. And then just press that onto there nicely. Make your micro adjustments. And then you'll let that sit for a little bit. We're going to move that off to the side. I can show you guys more things. Alrighty. So we have this necklace. You want to zoom the camera?
Oh, yeah. Can do that.
So I personally would wear this as a choker. That's kind of my MO though.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should know that by now.
I think so too. Or even you could wear it
But
like,
I do think it looks good at that medium length here.
Like the length of that heart that's on yours is nice too.
And I still think it's cute longer too.
Like maybe like an 18
because you could
inch
add
is
little
good.
drippy doodads here and it would look really good at that longer length. There's that.
And honestly, like the way the stone glows in there, it just doesn't even. We're a little gray in here today. The lighting is a little dull. It is way prettier in person. If you go to the website, you can kind of get a good idea by looking at the photo.
Camera?
Oh, that's so cute. Look at that.
I made this a nice long length, so it should be a nice drippy look there.
I like the way those look together.
Yeah, they are all stacking really well together. And then we have this guy. Where are you? You want to zoom in? Oh, this guy's super cute. Really great length.
Yeah.
Really gorgeous.
And wait, we didn't do any. It's okay. No earrings this week.
No earrings.
We usually do.
No bracelets.
Yeah.
We just did necklaces and one brooch. Okay, let's go back to here. This should be pretty secure now. I'm going to pull this guy up and over. And then I simply just go in and fill in with resin a little bit at a time to make sure this is nice and secure. Just going to apply this right on here. And start pulling it into all the directions.
So it kind of like makes a sandwich where the filigree is sandwiched in between the resin. As that
Yep.
fuses to the other resin that's inside
Yep.
the heart. So smart. What's nice about having the nail lamps that we use for curing the resin is it curves down and around.
Yep.
So it gets up and underneath all of those filigree layers. Man, I'm garbling my words today. Maybe it's because I had to be up early.
Happens to the best of us.
Had to make sure your brother was up at 7.
I'm just distributing all of that, and then we're just gonna cure that. Yeah, I think that's mostly good. If you're super picky, you can go in and clean up the edges, so that you don't notice it from the other side.
We need to put on our list pointed Q-tips. Or like I did last week where you just like twist your paper towel into a point.
Yeah,
You could
I
probably
did.
make it
I did
with,
do that.
You know how you can make blending stumps, right? You could probably do that with like regular paper too. Just by twisting it into a cone
Last time I
shape.
did do this a few times. Like I did it in a few layers, so I didn't have to do this as much. But for the sake of time, I am just gonna do it this way with you guys.
Oh, Peggy's wondering when classes start for you.
They already started.
Already, right?
Yeah.
Wait, like this week?
Yeah.
Just this week, Peggy.
Cure this for a bit. I have to go to the bathroom. Can you entertain them while I come into the bathroom?
Can I entertain them? I can try. We'll see. What I could probably do is grab a little bit of, see if I can get a corner of something, and show you these colors that we did here. So the rest of the colors that are in this set, we've used on the charms here. And I think these will be fun little techniques to do. So I'm wondering, I need another little mat. Oh, I can grab on hand, just 1 second. We'll just use a corner of a mat and move over our display here. Maybe let's do a little bit of a switcheroo here, and then I can show you guys. Got a little clean corner. We can show you guys these other colors. So we've got our heart here, and our butterfly, and I think she did the other butterfly, which I can maybe do it from memory, but we're going to use these other colors that we've done in the set. And I'm going to zoom that out a little bit so you guys can see what we're working on. Okay. So we have a little bit of red, crimson red, some blue violet color shift, a little bit of this bright orange, which I think I need to unclog this here. Make sure that's mixed up really well. Get all that pigment in there. And a little bit of sepia. This is kind of a really versatile color. And if you have been watching us for a while, you've seen us magically turn silver into gold using this color. So if you can see this kind of like bronzy-ish, just move this up a little bit. You can see this bronzy-ish finish that we have on here. That is simply the sepia on top of the silver, makes that pretty colorway. So we're just going to play with the colors a little bit here. Let me move this down a little bit. There we go. One of the charm that Ainsley is wearing on the necklace had kind of a red base to it. And then we're going to go in, we'll let that dry, and then we'll go in with some of the violet on top of that one. Let me swap this one in. This one, I kind of had fun playing with all of these different layered colors. So we're going to do a little bit of our bright orange on the wings in here. And it kind of mixes with that red and gets a little bit corally. And then we're going to take this sepia. I kind of did this all in layers. So a little bit of painting and then drying in between. And you just get this kind of magical color. So you can see it starts to just settle in all of those grooves. So what I'll do is just layer it up a little bit at a time to get a very subtle color variation. And because of the fact that this butterfly is very domed, it helps to do it in stages because it's going to want to run. Going to want to run away. Thank you, Rosie. Okay, so that's dry, and then we just go in. Oh, look at those colors, they love each other, just want to be together. Then we just go in with some of this blue violet color shift over the top, and that marries all of those colors together, which it's kind of blended in with the red. I think I need to get a little bit more. They just like migrated together. And so it's like, what is going on?
No, I know what's going on.
You're just like looking over the top of your glasses at me. It's kind of funny. Okay, and then this is the earlier one, which I didn't remember. Did you have, like, what else did you have going on in the one that you're wearing? It's just kind of a purpley color, right?
No, that's the brooch.
No, the butterfly. Sorry, the butterfly.
Yeah, it's like a purple right in the center.
Yeah. So kind of just still layering to get, and this is why my hands are always like this, guys. And then I did do the back of this one, so you can see what a pretty antiquing effect this color has over silver. Kind of marries it with the brassier tones, which is fun. More of that. Ainsley's like, you should be done already. She's ready to finish up with you guys. Finish up her main event project. And then I think with this one, yep, we did the sepia on the outside of the heart. This was my contribution, besides the little branch, was just doing a little bit of color on top of her already whimsical designs. And then we'll just let that dry and go over it with a little bit of our magical color.
I wonder how we got this to hang up here.
What is it?
This necklace.
Oh.
I'll put another one there. It's okay.
So there's a little bit of variance here. It's looking like I just did more, like maybe one more coat of the blue. Oh my gosh, I keep on dropping this, you guys. Maybe one more depth would help if I clean my brush off in between, because I just put more brown in there. That's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good color tone match for the original, and then when it's dry you would just go in and relief it a bit more. I think we are ready to get back to the main event. So I'm gonna trade with you.
I'm trying to hang this up here so it's not so empty.
Oh, I'll fix it.
Okay. Now that we have that, I'm just gonna add a little bit more right over top, so it's more consistent across the top.
We're gonna, when we move this display, we're gonna have to like bubble wrap everything. Or not bubble wrap it, but shrink wrap it, so that we don't have to take everything off.
then we'll cure this.
Amanda, I think that we had that from a class. She was talking about the tan leather bracelet blank. That we would have added that because we did something with it.
What tan leather bracelet blank?
Something that we have on the website. And we would have sold that because we were doing something with it. I'll have to look. I'll have to see why maybe that doesn't have a project photo with it. But yes, we do take requests. But I think that does have a project.
Yes, Rosie, I did glue it on first.
Yeah, Loctite first and then resin.
Yep. Just to keep it from moving, otherwise it would just be slipping. Okay.
What did we do that for? Did we just do that for a master class?
I don't know what product she's talking about.
It's just like one of these ones. Maybe that was from a master class that we did.
Maybe.
Painted.
Like the
leather.
The blank leather, painted leather? Yeah, that was a master class we did on that.
I think we offered that because we did a master class.
I did imprinted filigree on it.
Yeah.
And just pressed it in there.
Yep. Yeah. So Amanda, are you a part of the Backstage Pass? If so, I can point you to the class that Ainsley did using that fat leather.
Almost done here. Alrighty, guys.
Oh, welcome back, Rosie.
There she is. Completely done. Such a fun project. If you want to fix that, I just want to show them
Oh, yeah.
the scale. If you could do this as like an earring.
Oh, yeah. Even with like a post or something. That might be cool.
Or it could be with this. You could wear this one as a pin.
Oh, that would be a cute pin too.
It would be a very cute
Even
pin.
with the like butterfly hanging from it.
So all sorts of options.
And that resin spot on the back would make a perfect place to adhere a pin to.
Yep.
You could just resin it right in there.
Yep. You definitely could, so.
That could also be a cute barrette too.
Mm-hmm. So many options, but overall, it's a super fun project. I hope you guys get to do this one for sure. And this is the Heart to Heart. It is in the kit list, so you can look up the SKU number as well. But it's called Heart to Heart, I believe.
Yeah, and also like be looking out. I always do a follow-up email, and a lot of times I will link the individual products that we've used. So make sure you, if you haven't already, whitelist our vintage.com emails so you never miss out on a deal, etc. One other bonus thing, if you spend over $100 on vintage.com,
You get a little
Dragonfly Swarovski pendant kit. So those are fun. It's like a vine wrapping around a dragonfly. So that's that. Do you want to show them, like, did you show them already under the camera really well?
Yeah, I showed them under the
how
camera.
the finished, that one pendant came out?
Which one?
The one that you were just showing where I zoomed in. I didn't know if you held it like
This?
under the... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I showed it.
Okay. So, as you guys know, we use this content that we record on Fridays to create all of our reels and such from. So sometimes I'll ask Ainsley to get extra shots of things that turn out extra cool. I'll probably take some photos of that and put it as a secondary image too, because I really love what you did with the stained glass effect there. And they can get a really good sense of just how dynamic the color is.
Yeah, it's a really cool project. Okay. Anything else?
Are we back to full screen?
Yep.
All right. No, I think that's it. We've got warehouse sale coming up on Wednesday, and I sent Corian some extra special pieces to work with, so I'm excited to see what she has up her sleeve with those designs. And then I don't know what we're doing here next week. We're going to be moving studios soon too, so I'm not sure exactly what that's going to do to our schedule. Let us know what your best available times are too, because we have a little bit more flexibility. Yeah, just be good to know. That's it, I think.
Sounds
You
good.
can say goodbye.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed today's projects. Make sure to drop them in the DIY with Vintage
Yes, love
if you
seeing
do them, or any of your personal projects. We love seeing your guys' creativity and how you like to use our different pieces and to, build off the inspiration off of each other. Just had tape on my hand, apparently.
Wanted to go for a ride.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. We will see you on next Friday, and join Corian on Wednesday.